I've gone suit shopping, for a massage, out with friends and family. Not only was this relationship isolating of my friends and family, which should have been a huge red flag, but I never did anything for myself. Buying clothes is just not something I would do. I was always worried about providing for my sig other and animals. I've been seeing a therapist, for the first time in my life, on a weekly basis. It helps me talk things out and my decision-making. It is something I will probably continue to do after this situation resolves, just to continue to improve myself. Now for the bigger items. I am still living in the house with the ex. She is sleeping in the guest bedroom and we are at a point where the only communication is, "Did you feed the dogs?" I think she is a terrible person, and no matter what I say, in her mind, this is my fault. To accuse someone of being a bad communicator and then using that as an excuse to then not communicate her feelings to me and cheat is her being a hypocrite and an easy out in her delusional mind. I stopped bothering trying to reason with her because she is unreasonable. I have been keeping the ball rolling with listing the house for sale. I contacted an agent, had them come, and was happy with the proposed sale price. She then requests that I contact 2 other agents and get their opinions, one of which was recommended by her friend. Yes, I made all the calls, set up all the appointments and met with these people. This is how the relationship always was, and even though it's not fair, I have been willing to do it all to get the hell out of here. After meeting with all 3, we ended up going with the first agent. Pictures were taken on Sunday and the house was listed for sale Sunday night. Open house next Saturday. Already getting a lot of attention on the RE sites. She will be taking the horse to a barn somewhere TBD. I had a conversation about the dogs and offered to take one or none. She said she would take all 3 of them to keep them together. They are a happy bunch and I don't want to fight over taking one if that will break them up. It also selfishly allows me to pursue a clean start. Unexpectedly, I met someone about a week ago that I've been spending quite a bit of time with. I have no false expectations here, but I'm enjoying hanging out with her. She's been through a similar situation in the past and has been helping me through this. It's really eye-opening speaking with a kind, thoughtful and independent woman. It makes me realize what a narcissist my ex was. Completely self-centered, dependent and manipulative. I should have listened to the warnings from family and friends long ago. I definitely fell into the trap of being in a simple routine. I wasn't enjoying life, it was just an easy situation to be in. Nice house, lots of land, great animals, didn't want to rock the boat. So I just continued on. You don't really realize this until you take a step back and truly reflect. Some might say it was wasted time, but I am really using this as a learning experience. I will not ignore red flags in the future. I will not fall into the simplicity trap. I will continue to maintain relationships with friends and family. I just want to end this with a huge shout out to everyone on here that commented on my original post. I posted on Reddit because I had no idea what to do. Those of you that took the time to try and help a complete stranger on Reddit are amazing. I read every single comment and they all helped me get to where I am now. I am looking forward to the next chapter in my life, wherever it takes me. Thank you all, truly. Hello all, it's been quite some time since I have posted an update on this situation. It's wild to think that all of this happened more than 4 months ago now. With time this has gotten so much better, and hopefully if someone stumbles upon this going through the same situation, it will help them realize that time heals everything. I shared the house with my ex until mid-May. It was painful being there with her and the dogs, knowing that my life as I knew it had ended. We were roommates who didn't like each other. I tried to avoid her as much as I could, but it was impossible. We stayed in different bedrooms, but the dogs were allowed to roam to and from at night, doors open. After the first few weeks she stopped sleeping out, and it didn't happen almost at all for the remainder of the time at the old house. The constant texting and phone calls, however, did not. I think they decided not to pursue a relationship but remained friends. I don't know for sure and didn't care enough to ask. She moved out in mid-May along with 2 of the 3 dogs. Saying goodbye to them was awful. The loss I felt could be compared to a loved one dying. During my last month there I met up with the ex and 2 dogs at a dog park a couple of times. While they recognized me and were happy to see me, I could tell that they were doing just fine without me, which made me feel better. There was little conversation with the ex other than about how the dogs were adjusting. She moved to a run-down house in a run-down area, to put it nicely. There was a yard for the dogs, but it was not fenced in. The last I heard, she was working on finishing the fence. During this time period I hit the gym every single day. I also grinded hard at my side hustle. I knew life was going to get expensive and wanted to prepare myself. In the time period from March-June 15th, when I moved out, I had done 6 figures in sales at this side hustle. I also made 0 big purchases. This allowed me to save a significant sum in addition to the proceeds from the sale of my old property. Due to this, I was able to comfortably afford a nice house in a nice area with a decent-sized yard for the dog that stayed with me. Selling the old house was easy, buying the new house was absolutely brutal. Thankfully, the buyers of my old house allowed me to rent it back from them for a month until June 15th. I made offers on a total of 5 houses and finally got the last offer accepted towards the end of May. It is really nice being out of the old place. The memories associated with that house haunted me every day. Especially after my ex left with the other 2 dogs, it was just very empty. Moving was a pain, but friends and family came in clutch to help with it all. I have now been here a little over a month and it is feeling more like home daily. I am still seeing the same woman, who is now my official girlfriend. I live a bit closer to her now, which is nice. She treats me really well and I am very lucky to have her in my life. She helped me get through this situation and has been very cognizant and accommodating relating to my need for space and my emotional ups and downs. I've never been with someone who communicates so well, and it is making me a better communicator myself. My emotional intelligence has also grown significantly. Overall, life is good. While this was one of the hardest things I've had to go through, I feel blessed that it happened. I was going to marry a completely self-centered, ungrateful POS. I was so comfortable with my daily routine and didn't want to disrupt my animals' lives or lose my house, so I was willing to put up with being miserable. I will continue working on myself and learning more about my own wants and needs. I will also continue to provide my dog with the best life possible. I do think about my ex regularly, lots of flashbacks of good and bad memories. My new therapist has been extremely helpful, helping me realize that I probably won't ever get the apology from her that I want. She's just too proud to admit what she did was wrong. Communication with my ex has been very limited. I don't plan on seeing her or the other 2 dogs again. I've accepted that is what is best for everyone. If I missed anything you have questions about, please feel free to post a comment and I'll be happy to answer. This situation is over at this point and I won't be making any more posts on the subject. Thanks for following the saga and for all the support through the process.